Alright, I couldn't resist it. My spirit guide was telling me to go back up 314 and come down 315, just so I could see what that small loop was like. And so far, I'm not regretting that a bit. We gained quite a bit of altitude. We're actually, if you look and see this mountain here in the foreground, I think where we were fishing was on the other side of that, down on the bottom of that valley over there. So it's a nice ways. The road's in good shape, although some of that other road that I was on, if you got back in there with these tires and it was raining, you know, you could get back into a lot of these roads with a average car. Doesn't need to be a Baja or anything special, but if it snows or if it rains and it turns to mud, then you start slip sliding around. And I almost did it this morning, but I think I have some cable chains. I don't know if I want the noise of the snow tires or the knobby mudders, but I might throw my cable chains in my survival spot and see how that works in emergencies. Oh man, picked up some of this old weathered wood. I like the looks of that stuff, and it takes the sun a long time to get it that way, but I want to try to make a couple of things out of it. I don't know, picture frame or box or something, but it was those first cuts in that big wood pile. Alright. Total mileage from home is probably, that we've gone for the day, is probably, I want to say 50 or 60. I don't know exactly because I didn't gas up close to home, but that's when I wrote it down. That is something that you miss. You know, when you own a modern vehicle and you get one of these 45-year-old vehicles, you miss those little niceties, little thermometer and the trip meters and all those little things that make the new cars more luxurious. But you know, they're expensive, and I don't know that the average person, unless you were in the painting business, you wouldn't want to be going through the brush and stuff. I know this looks, why am I talking about brush? Anything could drive through this, right? This is a logging road. There was semis coming up and down this road at some point in time. Yeah, I pulled that wood out of that's not a first cut. Where I got them, I mentioned it, but it was, there's all these piles up here. I don't know why they leave them like that. I guess it's habitat for some critters, but why go through the trouble of throwing it in a big pile? I guess it clears it so the stuff can grow in its place. I don't know. It's funny how things grow out here in the wild in their own habitat, but you try to get a tree growing in your yard, and you've seen my Vanderwolf pine many times. That thing got a lot of love before we gave up on each other, let's just say that. Nice shot of the road curving around up there. Can you imagine being up here in a big flatbed 18-wheeler? That's got to be a different experience for sure. One time I went to the west coast up in Oregon, and I don't know if it was 101, it was the coastal highway, and those big logging trucks up there, they take off the rear set of wheels and piggyback them somehow up on the front cab, and those guys are out to make money. You are on vacation and you're poking down the road, they'll run right over you, man. They are in a hurry to get another load of logs, and they don't mess around. You got to watch out for them. Pretty interesting contraptions though. I don't know if our logs are big enough here to do it that way. I would think you'd need a flatbed and stake sides or something to pile this stuff up on. And I never see logging trucks in town. I don't know where there is a sawmill or a logging process plant, but must have been something up here at some time. Maybe it's all in the mountains and stays in the mountains. There used to be some log home kits, and they had a spot outside of town. It's kind of interesting that they'd build the log cabin on site there, and then they disassemble it. I mean, it would be like a model home, a model log cabin, and you'd buy it, and then they disassemble it and put it back together on your property. So, but guess what? They're not in business anymore, or they moved the operation. I could take Valerie on roads like this, but that's my son's car. You know, I was thinking earlier on the way up, now that I have the Rusty here, maybe I should start doing some stuff to Valerie. Take her off the pan. One of those pans is rusted out. The heater channels are gone. Maybe I ought to tear into Valerie and see what I could learn. There's sure plenty of help. Oh, you guys have done it already. So, I don't know, just toying with the idea. Something magical about restoring a car. There's something magical about putting that finish coat of paint on, especially if it turns out right. Take that flat primer, no color, and all of a sudden you put life into it. That's right before your eyes, and you're doing it, laying it down. That is that's got to be a very rewarding feeling when it comes out right. Even if you have to buff it out or whatever you guys do, runs and stuff, there's ways of dealing with it. My mind never shuts off. Constantly having a conversation with myself. Oh, wow. Look at all that timber behind the meadow there. Interesting. Mother Nature can do that in one fell swoop. That looks like a fire trap to me. It's probably a happy home for some birds and rabbits, squirrels. Instead of going back all the way to town on the same road we came up, I found a alternative to get over to Red Feather, so we're gonna try that. Seeing how we're this high up and it's middle of the week, I'm thinking there ain't gonna be too much traffic, and then we're gonna hook into a paved road, and while everybody's coming home from work, we'll be going down pavement on a nice divided highway. Because I'm telling you, on that dirt road going back to town, my goodness, people just are in a hurry to get home, and they're all over the road. see how it works out.
I'm with you. It doesn't matter where we are or what we're doing. I'm with you, that's all that matters. Time passes much too quickly when we're together laughing. I wish I could sing it to you. Oh no, I wish I could sing it to you. Oh, 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 oh,
Hey folks, it was a great ride. I ran out of battery. I was having so much fun I didn't even notice. But I want to thank you for coming along with me. Thanks for subbing, thanks for watching, thanks for being you, and go out there and have a great day. We're going to do plenty more of these rides in the future. Take care now.